first three from the World Championships are here, and two other finalists. There's Rohan Browning of Australia, the Australian champion back in early April in Brisbane. Second in Yokohama in 10:10. Just a couple of weeks ago. Johan Blake, the third fastest man in history. He was sixth in Rabat, but he is picking up, I'm told. World Championship champion, the Jamaican, back in 2011. Akane Simbine goes in lane 3, fourth in Tokyo, fifth in Rio. The African champion back in 2018. He won here, mind you. He likes racing in Italy. He won here in 2020 in Rome and in 2021 here in Florence. Fred Kerlly goes in lane 4, the Tokyo Olympic silver medalist. He is the world champion, though, from Eugene last summer, winning in front of the home crowd, and he won in Rome last year at this Golden Gala meeting. He also won in Rabat last week, 9.94. He won the 200 in Doha. He's unbeaten this year, Kerlly. Marvin Bracey Williams goes in 5, World Championship silver medalist. Watch him in very good form, 9.93 in Monterey on Wednesday, just 2 days ago. In 6th, Trayvon Bromell, the World Championship bronze medalist. Bronze medalist as well back in 2015 in Beijing. He won the Diamond League final last year. Watch Bromell on his day. He's quick. 9.76 is best. Ferdinand OMANYALA, the Commonwealth champion from Kenya, goes in lane 7. He's only a semi-finalist of the World Championships last year. Remember that late arrival in Eugene? He was third in Rabat in 10.05. But he's full of confidence. May go better here. And completing the lineup, Samuele Ceccarelli of Italy, the European indoor champion. I'll tell you what, when Jacobs is absent, this young man is ready to take over. Of course, Lamont Jacobs, the Italian Olympic champion, pulling out of this meeting just a couple of days ago. His first outdoor race of 2023, this for Ceccarelli. Huge roar for him there in lane 8. And Fred Kerlly, well, unbeaten this year. He's one of that trio of athletes who has broken 10 seconds for 100, 20 seconds for 200, and 44 seconds for 400. He's fabulously strong. In Rabat last weekend, he got stronger and stronger as the race wore on. So he wasn't that happy with his start. He said to me he changed his foot positions in his blocks, and he was getting used to that. But he starts here as favourite as Kerlly in 4. He's a mountain of a man. So much bigger than most of the rest of this field. Browning in 1 for Australia. Johan Blake goes in 2, the Jamaican, second to rise as we look at this field. Simbine of South Africa goes in 3. Then Fred Kerlly in 4 there in the white t-shirt. Bracey Williams, the USA, the World Championship silver medalist behind Kerlly, is in 5. Bromell, the bronze medalist in Eugene last year, in 6. OMANYALA in 7. Ceccarelli, nearest the camera, in 8. Long hold there. Good start there from Kerlly. Not such good start from Simbine. Going well at the moment is Blake over the far side. But here comes Kerlly. 400 metre man getting stronger and stronger as the line approaches. And he pulls away to a win by about 1.5 metres. Kerlly there. 9.93. Well, the meeting record never threatened. That's Justin Gatlin's from back in 2015, 9.75. But it is quick. It's a little bit quicker than he went in Rabat. That was a 9.94. Oh, and it's been adjusted to 9.94 the same time. And just looking at the wind there, the wind was absolutely still. Not a drop of wind in the arena. But Kerlly's team winning yet again, pretty comfortably, frankly. OMANYALA 10.05. That's an improved run from the Kenyan. But he is operating so consistently, and that gives you further confidence and leads to good runs coming up.
Well, another dominant run from Kerlly. He really is the man to beat at the moment. And I know Jacobs isn't here, and he was actually quite good at the press conference. Didn't kind of rise to the bait of saying, why do you think he's not here? And he said, I'm just concentrating on myself, and that's what he does. And he's running very well. He's at the top of his game. He's got options, 100, 200. He did tease us a little bit, saying, yeah, I can still run fast at 400 as well. But this is where he's concentrating his efforts at the moment, in the 100 and the 200. And I just, tonight, it's early season still, Tim, and you just know with Kerlly, he's talked about 9.69, isn't it? Tyson Gay's American record, that's a target for him. And he's got to start getting into the 9.70s, once or twice. Maybe he's going to get close to that. And I think that will happen. I think Fred Kerlly likes the competition. He'd want Jacobs here. He'd want the best here. I mean, he's got some great sprinters here against him. But even necessarily getting the best start here, once he's up into his running, meters. He just puts a little bit of daylight between himself and the others, and then he looks for the clock. He'd love to be running a little bit quicker, I know he would, but still a good dominant run from him.
Do you think the 9.6s might be beyond a 400-metre guy? I mean, it's almost too good to be true that he can be world-class at 100, super world-class at 400 as well.
I think, though, he has to think that he can do that, you know, because there's obviously the chance that people he's running against right now are going to start running somewhere closer to your 970, that sort of time. So he's got to believe he can do it, otherwise he shouldn't be doing the 100. And yeah, I think certainly the 970s, 969. Well, let's see.
Well, there it is, 994. OMANYALA and Rommel, second and third. Sabine back in for Kerly. Well, he's a quiet customer, lets his legs do the talking in the main. Massive fella, quite imposing, intimidating, I suppose you could say. His chest is roughly the size of a barn door, and it's a very fast barn door, I think.